All right, call to order the Siloam Springs Utility Commission meeting of 1/29/26. Go ahead and do roll call. Commissioner Hebner is not here. Commissioner Keck is not here. Commissioner Galicia is here. Go ahead and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Herbie, will you speak into your microphone? I can't.
Yes.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, would anyone like to make changes to the minutes? I'll make a motion to go ahead and approve the minutes.
Second.
Take a vote.
Yay.
All right, perfect. So I guess we'll go ahead and elect a chair and vice chair. I am the current chair. I could stay as chair if you like, or if someone wants to take over, I'm completely fine with that.
I'm completely fine with you staying as chair. I think you do a great job.
Yeah, I just met you, and I think you'd be an excellent.
All right, I guess let's go ahead and make a motion and make me chair.
I'll make a motion to make you chair.
Okay,
I will second the motion.
all right, and I say yay. All right, so next is our vice chair. It's not hard. Usually, if I'm not, I'm usually here, but if I'm not here, I was sending notes of what I normally do, so.
I'm happy to be vice chair.
Okay, so I will go ahead and make a motion for Commissioner Carlos to be the vice chair.
I will second that motion.
All right. Yay for me?
Yay.
All right. All right, Jason?
Good evening. Jason Davis. I'm the Community Services Director for the City of Siloam Springs. Just want to give you a couple updates. A couple things that we're working through right now. We have a grant opportunity coming our way that we're looking at. This grant would allow us to change the way that we currently recycle. Right now, the way we recycle is we have the bin, guy gets up on the truck, separates everything out. He's in the elements. If it's hot, he's in it. Cold, he's in it. Rain, whatever. They're out there working. So with the new style that is being proposed to this grant would be a sidearm style. So you would have a cart that we would give out to the residents, and that we would collect it with a sidearm truck. Now, the good thing with this grant is there's no match. It's a 100% funded grant, so we're looking at close to the tune of about $750,000 that this grant would cover for us to move forward with this project. I'll be meeting with the grantor next week and discussing more details on the program, and when we get to that point, then we'll be able to bring that back to you guys and let you know. The other thing that we also have been working with, the leases on our truck, we renewed that. We brought that to you guys back a couple of years ago and told you that would be a recurring thing. So we went ahead and recurred that. And we will plan on bringing that back to you again in 2 years so we can review it again. We have got a grant that we accepted last year through the Recycling Partnership. These will give us 5 large roll-off style containers with compartments inside of it that we can now take these to some of the apartment multifamily, and they'll be able to have an opportunity to recycle now as well. Going off the report that Fayetteville just had done with their recycling and their trash pickup, they were actually disposing of more recycling than what they were taking in. Recycling in Fayetteville, they bring in around 20 tons a day. So they had over 25 tons of recycled material that was going to the landfill every day by not utilizing this CART program. So the way the CART program is going to work with the multifamily, we'll be able to take the multifamily roll-off style that we got, take it back to our shop, process that like we normally do. With the carts, we'll take those, the mix, bring them back to our shop, and then we will have a round table type separator called a MRF that we will separate those recycled materials out. That's about all I have for today. Just some updates and wanted to let you guys know. You guys have any questions?
Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
First, thank you so much for the time you spent with me before Christmas. I really appreciate that
Thank you,
tour.
sir.
It was really nice of you.
Appreciate it.
I do have a question. If we increased our recycling take-in as Fayetteville is proposing, which is 1.5 times what they're already receiving, what's going to be the third order effect on that for our current staffing, for
So-
our vehicles?
That's a good question. So right now, if you look at how many vehicles it takes to operate or to run that route, okay, with a guy on the side, you're looking at anywhere from 1.5 to 5 minutes per bin, okay, depending on what they have in it and how many bins they have. With a cart, you're looking at 30 seconds per stop. So I'm not going to have as many people out on the roads. I'm not going to have as many emissions because I'll have less trucks on the roads. The benefits to this versus the way we currently do it is longevity. The current recycler rate is around 3 years. That's about all a recycler is going to be able to handle that kind of work. That's kind of what I've seen. And there's a few occasions I've had some guys work 5, 6 years, but on average, we're looking at about 3 years. So with this, now I can put a guy in a truck and he can retire from that job. So those are the benefits that I'm looking at. No more injuries, no more shoulders, no more back problems. These are the things that I think is beneficial, especially when wanting to keep employees and have that longevity. So,
Yeah, thank you very much. That's a great, I love numbers, and that's pretty awesome. You're talking about reducing our time by tenfold. That's pretty awesome.
yes, sir. Anybody got any other questions?
Good.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Josh?
Good evening, Commission. Josh Napier, Public Works Director. I don't have anything specific on the agenda. Just want to give basic updates on what's going on with the water and sewer groups. Last time we talked a little bit about the basin work being done, manhole rehabilitation in 8. That's ongoing. We decided to raise about 15 manholes in-house. This will save the city roughly $125,000, $130,000 doing it in-house instead of hiring that out. So that's huge. They got started on that a few weeks ago. I think they've got 5 of the 15 done. That's a pretty small crew, so it's common to be called off to go fix something else. But they're getting right back on it as soon as the weather and snow and all that, levels out. We did receive, also we talked about Basin 7 smoke testing last meeting as well. We got that report back today, actually this morning. Basin 7 is actually in pretty good shape, all things considered, on a public side, public side. Anyway, me and the superintendent drove around, looked at some of those defective areas today, and actually staff was able to mitigate 2 or 3 of those already. There's, I think, 8 or 9 areas that needed work. So we got to jump on that even today, so that's great. Wastewater plant, we've talked about the Headworks project for years now. It's still moving. It is moving slowly. What we're really waiting on is a price from the contractor at this point for the kind of dialed back, what do we need to fix right now? What do we need to address right now to stop getting violations and overflows? We just haven't got a final price on that yet. In the meantime, though, we did get, I think last week, maybe the week before, we did get our construction permit approved through the state. So it's still moving, and early this week, I reapplied for a few grants for that project as well. I'm not sure, the rules, the legislation not set the rules for grants for this year, 2026. So I don't know the timeline on when we even hear back on that. But we did reapply because we're more shovel ready. We're going higher up on that priority list. So hopefully it increases our chances of getting funds there. The water treatment group, they're doing great. They got new leadership out there since I moved on. Michael Garr is our new superintendent. He's been with the city, total about 10 years. Very, very smart. Understands it very well. Very happy to have him in that role. And then this week we promoted Josh Johnson to foreman. He's been with the city 7 years or so, been out there 6 of those years. Also understands it very well. I think they're gonna make a great team out there. And then Jacob Elledge, the newest operator we have, passed his exam November, I think, maybe early December, which is awesome. He's the fastest person I've ever seen pass it. So very, very proud of him. That makes the whole staff out there grade 4 operators, which is the highest license you can get. So that's pretty awesome. Outside of that, we're fixing to do some water tower improvements on Hill Street, the one right here at Tahlequah Hill. Behind us, there's a little rehabilitation that needs to happen. So if you see some people climbing that tower, they're supposed to be there. It's fine. Other than that, we're just plugging away. We had a kickoff meeting yesterday for a hydraulic model, which is awesome. It's kind of a living model that we can update. I mean, not that we would, but we could go in there every day once it's done, change the scenarios, and it'll tell us kind of what we need to be doing, how we need to be building out our water system, where are our low pressure areas, where do we need to be thinking about building the water tower. It's really just a good tool for us to be more strategic in building out our system instead of just kind of like, well, we think that's probably going to be a good spot. Let's do that. Help us use our money better, which is it's exciting to me anyway. And then next week we have a kickoff meeting for some sewer line design. There's about 2.5 miles of sewer line that's kind of bottleneck areas. Needs to be capacity needs to increase there, but it's just older parts of town, older neighborhoods that we need to upsize that area. We kick off meeting next week with the group that got that contract. So, yep, got a lot going on. We're moving. Sometimes it feels slow or looks slow, but staff works hard, and we appreciate your support. Any questions? Good.
No, just thanks again for welcoming me and allowing me to meet everybody. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Josh. Phil?
Phil Stokes, Electric Director. Just kind of update you on some things happening in our world. We're in the process of replacing some old poles that we had inspected by a company, and we have about 6,000 poles in our system, and we've found a number of them that need to be replaced, and so we've been hiring contractors and doing it ourselves in-house. It's about, we hire a contractor to replace a pole, it's about $3,000 a pole to get it replaced. Some poles are more busy than others, and so it depends on the pole that's being replaced, how much time it takes and all this. Sometimes you can get several poles done a day, sometimes it's just one pole. So, but it's just a slow process, but we're in the process of, last year we did 88 poles with the money that we had and the time, and so we're growing, and so it's a challenge to do it ourselves in-house, so we hire contractors to do it. And also on the south side of town, we have a transmission line that needs to be upgraded. The wires is not big enough to handle our projected growth, and so we've been working with GRDA and other contractors this summer to get that transmission line upgraded. And there's about 1.5 miles that needs to be put a large conductor in and replace some poles on it. And so I've also been working with OzarksGo. It's our third fiber company that's coming into town, and so we have Cox and Brightspeed. Now OzarksGo wants to come in, and so they're going to have an office here in town, and they also have built a small building there by one of our substations to house their equipment in. And so we've been working with them, get this project expedited as much as we can, and so that's kind of what we got going on. You guys got any questions for me? We survived the winter storm, and thankful for that. No ice, but wasn't any outages, mount anything, just a few less squirrels, but we did all right. So. All right, thank you.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make a motion to adjourn the meeting. All right.